Taoiseach, you're very welcome to Navan. You would have met with local retailers and business people this morning to discuss their concerns and their observations over the last 20 months. How did you find it?
The feedback was very good. I mean, it was useful insights that I gleaned from those who have enterprises in Navan. Senator Shane Castle's organised this. First of all, they were very thankful for the support that they'd received during COVID-19, which basically meant their businesses had remained intact. But more than that, some then had moved on in terms of, in addition to their bricks and mortar, having an online presence which they feel has helped to move their businesses on significantly, and they would have received some supports in terms of the transitioning to online. So that's what was interesting to pick up. Good presentation on childcare, the need for us to do more in respect of that, and we have made an allocation in the budget for that. And then the wider issue around climate change and how we can make town centres more attractive for people to come to visit, to shop in, and also then the issue of housing within town centres, the type of supports that we can make available to encourage people to live in towns and to renovate old, dilapidated buildings for the purposes of residential.
The retailers of Meath, and indeed the people of Meath generally, will be very concerned over the weekend spike in cases and hospitalisations. I mean, a lot of them may be worried that we may be about to take a backward step.
What was interesting today from the presentation from the traders was that they believe firm action now can be beneficial to the wider economy and to business. In other words, the economy depends on we keeping a check on COVID. We should never lose sight of that. But we are in a much different position to that of last year because we have vaccination. And so we're largely, we have a very substantial rate of vaccination in this country. The booster program is next. It has been rolled out to the over 80s, now the over 60s and healthcare workers. The data from the over 80s is encouraging in that the incidence of COVID-19 has come down after the administration of the booster. This has happened in Israel and in other countries. So the data in respect of that third dose is quite significant in terms of its impact. That's one arm we have. The second will be expansion of antigen testing in addition to the PCR testing, which is quite extensive in Ireland. And the third then will be, we're going to have to look at behaviour, we're going to have to look at the advice from NEFIT in respect of working from home over the next number of weeks.